Iconic Masters is a product that should not have failed. It had all the markings of a good set, a terrific draft environment, some pricey reprints, and a gem on top in the form of Mana Drain. But it was truly remarkable in how many times things that should have gone right did not, and lessons I don't think Wizards of the Coast will ever forget. Iconic Masters was announced on April 20th, 2017. Since the original Modern Masters in 2013, only one Masters set was released each year. It had a $9.99 MSRP per pack and promised plenty of expensive cards. And each year, it was successful, but it wasn't enough. For the first time, Wizards tried to double dip. The release of Modern Masters 2017 was pushed to March 2017 instead of the normal May or June timeframe, and was a big success. In April, Iconic Masters was inadvertently leaked via a WPN email promising a November 17th release date. This brings us to our first problem, the name. The name Iconic Masters is so undefined, so able to meet so many different definitions, that it ultimately means nothing. Wizards notes that it, quote, offers players a tour through some of the most iconic cards in Magic history. Featuring new artwork on many cards, the set brings an array of angels, sphinxes, demons, dragons, and hydras, along with some of our favorite, most memorable spells over the game's history. They noted it was, quote, truly a celebration of Magic's 25 years. When you bring up angels, and iconic angels at that, from Magic's storied history, would you not expect Sarah Angel to be in the set? This is to say nothing of Llanowar Elves or Lightning Bolt, both absent. Llanowar Elves saw print the year prior in Eternal Masters, while Lightning Bolt was in Modern Masters 2015. The next day, Wizards of the Coast unveiled their master plan. Iconic Masters would be an integral part of HasCon later that September. This meant that those who took part at HasCon would be the first to ever see the product. No spoiler season, no exclusive previews to different outlets, just one room full of packs being opened, a rush of unknown cards flowing out of them. The effect was certainly exciting enough. Opening a pack of Magic cards and not knowing what was inside was something that hadn't been seen in a very long time. The raw joy of experiencing a new set for the first time ever was an incredibly unique marketing tactic. However, this brings us to our second problem, the timing. Iconic Masters was set to release on November 17, 2017. This puts the set coming out 7 weeks after the release of Ixalan, the new fall set. With HasCon's date set in stone, this meant that Iconic Masters would be fully known to the public a full 10 weeks, 2.5 months, before it was available on store shelves. This was also the third Master Set release in less than 18 months. But this was only part of a larger problem, the glut of products. That fall, Wizards released the new gift pack, Dual Deck Merfolk vs. Goblins, Iconic Masters and Iconic Masters on Magic Online, Explorers of Ixalan and From the Vault Transform, an unstable pre-release followed by an unstable release. With only so many dollars to go around, something had to give. With Ixalan fresh in players' minds, few could recall exactly what was in Iconic Masters or why it mattered. Sure, it had Mana Drain, but what else? The Spirit Dragon, such as Kakusho the Evening Star, was featured on the box art, and some good Commander cards. Standouts remain, such as the incredibly beautiful Cryptic Command. But perhaps the number of products wasn't as damaging as problem number 4, the phenomenon that was unstable. A set that had been in development for 13 years and one that had been finished for 3, Unstable finally saw release in 2017. It was everything fans hoped it would be. Instead of just silly or adolescent jokes, there was a zany universe all of it took place in. Fun and unique characters inhabited a world that introduced contraptions, finally. The borderless lands were a huge hit, with foils reaching up to $100 or more. Drafting was fun, and the set sold incredibly well. Unstable's preview season lasted 1.5 weeks, beginning on November 13th. It was kickstarted with pieces of the first spoiled contraption, Dog Snail Engine, being mailed to various Magic the Gathering content sites and producers around the world. Much like Jace the Mind Sculptor's spoiling before World Wake's preview season, this drove an incredible amount of excitement about how these new cards worked. At the end of the first preview week for Unstable, Iconic Masters was released with a thud on November 17th. However, just a day before release, there were reports that Iconic Masters, a Masters product that was expected to only be found in WPN retail locations, was being sold at big box retailers such as Walmart in 3-pack sets. Selling this type of product on the mass market was something that hadn't been done with any of the previous Masters sets. This was an unprecedented move that many saw as a slap in the face to store owners. While the individual cards retained value, the set sold poorly. Huge discounts were suddenly available on Massdrop, eBay, and elsewhere, with prices tumbling as the holiday season wore on. While unstable booster boxes were getting more expensive, Iconic Masters was only getting cheaper. The lowest reported price for a box was $127.99, shipped on eBay. At full MSRP, a new standard set booster box is $143.64. Many view this as a chorus of bad decisions and ill timing as Iconic Masters has limped into history. I think this shines the brightest on the power of marketing. In order for a set to be successful, drinking from the fire hose over the course of 12 to 24 hours as the entire list is quickly discovered is certainly a fun exercise, but it doesn't lead to sales. With modern attention spans so fickle, who wants something that is months old, particularly when in the middle of the preview season of any set, let alone one that was as exciting and unique as unstable? Will Iconic Masters be the last time Wizards tries 2 Master sets in a year? This is highly unlikely. As packs are valued at $9.99 each, they will always be more profitable than those at $3.99 each, and it is in Wizards of the Coast's best interest to appease Hasbro by creating more expensive products. Masters 25 will be coming on March 16, 2018, and it's reported that it will not be a WPN exclusive and will show up in big box stores. If and when Wizards tries another Fall Masters set, we can only hope they won't repeat the same mistakes we've seen here. Thanks for watching.